What's up YouTube? This is Dragon and this is another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. So let's get to the battle at hand. Now I'm prepared for this team, and seeing that the Mega Kangaskhan is there, I know I'm definitely going to have a lot of Pokemon to be able to deal with that. So I have not only my Conkeldurr but my Gliscor on this team because, well, it's an absolute necessity. And yes, that was a little slight hint of, I guess, subconscious fear, because Mega Kangaskhan, it's the exact Pokemon I did not want to see. I didn't want to see this Pokemon. Oh man, already. Well, I guess I'm gonna go to Mega Blastoise or just quick switch to Blastoise because, well, it's the only thing I can do in this situation, because I mean, I can't necessarily just go straight for the Stone Edge on this Pokemon because it won't even kill it. So hopefully I can, okay, a simple Air Slash. Okay, that's definitely not going to be able to kill me. And after the Mega Evolution, let's see, who does he have on his team? Let's see, I can go for the Ice Beam pretty easily. Yes, I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. Okay, and good. He doesn't switch. Hopefully, I don't flinch with the freaking Air Slash. Well, I have a 60% chance to flinch. So, Thunder Wave. Okay, now I have a 50% chance of attacking. Hopefully, I can just get through this one Thunder Wave. One Thunder Wave. Yes, baby. Oh yeah, one Thunder Wave. That's all I needed. Ha ha! Frozen Solid. I don't even give a damn because. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I don't care. I know you have to make a Kangaskhan on your team, but I don't even give a damn right now. But I'm pretty happy that I got that Ice Beam. That's all I wanted. Especially, wait. Yeah, this Pokemon is faster than Conkeldurr, so I'm not even gonna. No. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and if he has the Firebird, then that's definitely going to be a crazy situation in and of itself. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam again, knowing that the Air Slash in combination with the Paralysis almost is going to make this impossible for me to. I know, no. You know, in situations like this, I wish I could just choose all 6 of my Pokemon, because then I could just quick switch into Blissey from here. And then, like, if he goes into his, that Firebird, you know what Firebird I'm talking about. If he went to that Firebird, then I could have gone into Gliscor, and so forth and such. But here I am in this situation. So, I have no choice but to go to Gliscor, because I don't have my Blissey with me. And unfortunately, Blissey would not have been able to do anything with this team, because then he could have just quick switched and done whatever. So I'm going to protect, and that's going to allow me to establish some recovery. So let's see what my opponent does. Any day now. Come on, man. Okay, well, he withdrew. Okay, that's kind of like his ace in the hole in a sense. And the Greninja. Okay, well, in any sense, I am forced to switch, because it's just how it is. I'm forced to switch. So with that, I'm gonna go here, and let's see. No. Well, he could be carrying the extra sensory, so that is something to take into consideration. But I have the Assault Vest, so I'm not worried about that. And good, I don't get frozen, and that is a Life Orb. Okay. And I am intentionally going to go for the Drain Punch because I want as much health as possible. Okay. You know what's funny? I'm predicting exactly what's gonna happen right now, like right here. Okay, I predicted this, but nonetheless, you know what? I should have just went for the Stone Edge, because this is the most obvious play in the world. I should have seen this coming from a mile away, and then the Stone Edge would have been actually the Ice Punch would have been a much better play. I have no idea why I didn't do that. You know, in hindsight, that was really dumb. Could have went for the Ice Punch, and that would have been very, very tasty and delicious. Now I'm gonna have to worry about an Air Slash, because and Ice Punch, it goes through the Air Slash, and I'm feeling pretty good, even though it doesn't really make a difference because of the situation at hand. The irony of this entire situation is that he chose mostly special attackers as opposed to physical attackers. And he has a lot of physical attackers on his team, so yeah. But this is like, when you have to choose only 3 Pokemon, you never know what your opponent is going to choose. He could be completely physical, or he could be mostly special, you know, but then you can only choose 3, and if you have a super balanced team like I do, that's kind of built for any situation, and here's the Mega Kangaskhan. And I know the fake out's coming, so I am just going to switch into Gliscor, because I don't, wait. Well, in any sense, Mega Kangaskhan is faster, so, I mean, I have nothing to lose. Alright, so the Sucker Punch, and it does nothing, because it does nothing. And the Sucker Punch, mind you, Sucker Punch has +1 priority, and because Mega Kangaskhan is faster, even if I use Mach Punch, it still would not have been able to hit the Mega Kangaskhan before the priority of Sucker Punch, because Kangaskhan has more speed than Conkeldurr. So, how do I explain this? Sucker Punch has +1 priority, Mach Punch has +1 priority, but because Mega Kangaskhan is faster, the Sucker Punch would hit, and Mach Punch would then not have succeeded because I would have died. So, that's something that's pretty cool to know. So I'm gonna go for the Toxic. Okay. And it doesn't really matter in this sense. Like, I could have went for the Earthquake, but it wouldn't have made a difference, because he could just stay in here and Ice Beam. So it doesn't matter. And then of course he has a Mega Kangaskhan. So that's something else too, and everything else. Man, yesterday was Double Team, and today is Mega Kangaskhan. You know, the irony of this is, like, I have a Mega Kangaskhan. I'm sure some of you have seen my guide, and I could have just faked out, return, and that would have been it. That would have been it for Togekiss. Togekiss would have been obliterated. Then I could have just switched out, and, like, for this Pokemon, I guess Blissey, and then, like, fake out, or not even really care, because I could have taken 1 attack and just returned. See, I mean, Mega Kangaskhan is a super beast, but, you know, that's why it's super. But, hey, I'm not really complaining. So I'm gonna go for the Mach Punch, because why not? And that's going to be able to KO. Yes, at least I took 1 Pokemon down on this team. My god. And now for the Mega Kangaskhan, and here is the Sucker Punch lesson, folks. Watch as I use the Mach Punch, but if you use the Sucker Punch, it won't make a difference. Come on, you can make your move. There we go. And as you can see, the Sucker Punch hits first. Now, something even more cool to know is that if I had extreme speed is +2 priority. So, because it's +2, it's more priority than Sucker Punch, which means that extreme speed would hit and then Sucker Punch would fail. Watch out for those Lucarios. Well, I guess that was a pretty interesting game, and I might have some more OU Pokemon later on. Or actually, no, I'm not going to necessarily do that. I want to have Pokemon that my subscribers have been mentioning. So, like Pokemon like Snorlax, Slurpuff, Mega Beedrill. What's another one? Well, those are the 3 that I can remember off the top of my head. But I've been reading your guys' comments. I read. So, it's duly noted. It's duly noted. I want to make those teams, and I want to make them in the most interesting way possible. And with that, I will see you in the next video. And take care.